direction, this may just be the inspiration you need. If you have these, go ahead and give us a call. This very handsome gentleman. You know, you're kind of lucked out. You're here surrounded by all these ladies
That's
today.
Right, yeah. I hate my
you
job.
hate your
really
job,
do.
Liam
Yeah,
Burke.
it's horrible.
He's been working in the footwear industry for over 15 years, and Liam really has been catapulted us really into fashion with our Vionic, with Orthaheel.
Yeah.
These are the mesh lace-up sneakers. We know a lot of you have them. We want to hear from you today. This is the first day, though. How about if we give everybody 5 easy pays of $18.54? Your shipping and handling is included. Who needs new sneakers? And if you haven't thought about your sneakers, that means you probably need new sneakers. I think we have a tendency to buy them for the kids, back to school, and then you just keep wearing your old broken out ones.
They'll wait for their sneakers to disintegrate before they start getting new pairs. So it's good to get on board before you need it. You actually need a new pair.
And these you cannot find anywhere else.
That's right.
We'll go through all the colors for you. These are exclusive to QVC, so throughout the rest of the holiday season. So think about that. And they're in a medium and a wide width. That's right. Half and whole, so you can be very exact.
Exactly.
All right. So since this table rolls around,
which way do we want to go?
Which way do we want to go? You want to start with the black? Okay. Or here, let's start over here, and then we'll come around. Okay.
I'm driving, am I?
All right, you are driving. Do I need to?
Look out. I'm used to driving on the other side of the road too, so you got to be real careful.
Here's the gray choice with that hot green. This is the look of where sneakers are these days. So gray with the green. Thank you.
I like this.
I do too. Black with the pink.
That's a great colour. That's a really sort of on-trend fashion colour at the moment as well.
That makes you look really athletic even if you're not.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. Then we have purple. Where else could you go and get purple sneakers?
Yeah, great. And that's actually the newer colour on that purple as well. It's been very, very popular. And it's a really nice different sort of colour as well. So you don't really see that too much in athletic wear.
And here's navy blue and has that beautiful melon with the white laces. And then the pair I have at home is white with the light blue on the inside. All right, so pick a color, any color, get your size that you need, and let's talk about Vionic with Orthaheel, Liam, because you really taught us that we could be stylish and take good care of our feet.
That's right, and you know, what we've really got here is podiatrist design technology that's built right into, you know, what is a really nice, you know, beautiful, comfortable sneaker and very, very fashion forward sort of sneaker as well. So, you know, if you look at it here, you've got the fantastic, nice firm heel counter, which is very important to help keep your foot in place over the, in the shoe. EVA midsole, so that's going to give you that support and cushioning underneath the foot. The mesh upper is going to allow it to breathe as well, which is really important. And another really cool feature here is this area here, the first ray technology, or what we call a first ray flexor. What that means is we've actually put a softer density EVA underneath where the big toe joint sits. So when you're going through that walking motion, it allows that big toe joint to drop down. What that means is, biomechanically speaking, you're walking in a more efficient manner. So it's a really cool little comfort technology. I actually think it's really cool, and it makes a big difference. You know, you can really tell the difference when you're walking in the shoe. But really what we're talking about with Vionic too is this Orthaheel technology that's built right in. And there we go, that's what we're talking about there, that fantastic arch support. If I just turn it around that way, you can really see the contours there that's going to put your foot back into its natural alignment. And I encourage you to have a look at the sock liners and inserts in the sneakers that you have at home. And what you're going to get is probably something that's a little bit similar to that. So something that's flat, looks a bit sick, not really giving you a lot of support underneath the foot. But what you've got here with Vionic is this fantastic podiatrist design technology that's going to be sitting under the foot, and that's what's going to realign you. That's what's going to put your body back into its natural form and function.
And when you see Michelle looking so good in those sneakers, she's got the gray on with the lime green, you're like, I'm there. Go ahead and get yourself something to inspire. Don't wait to the first of the year when we all make our commitments. Now I'm going to work out. Let's do it now. Especially when you have 5 easy pays of $18.54. We're going to go ahead and show you what really, I think, for most of us, on Stacey Ann, who's always so dear.
She's always a good sport. Let's just draw on the leg.
Maybe it just doesn't come off anymore. Stacey Ann, is that it?
It doesn't come off now.
Thank you, love, for being here. But I really think that, you know, you can go out and buy a pair of sneakers because you know that brand name. But do you know your sneakers are going to do this?
Exactly right. And yeah, a lot of the sneakers will have, you know, the great midsole technologies and that sort of thing, but where all the action happens is right underneath the foot as well. And we'll just see it here. And what I'd like to sort of illustrate here is, you know, to really sort of show not only the foot, but also the knee as well, because where the foot goes, the rest of the body's going to follow. So you notice here the lines we've drawn along Stacey Ann's foot and how crooked that's running, especially running from the toes to the ankle. Reason being is that foot's got no support underneath it, so it's got to roll over to try and meet the ground. And that's what we know as overpronation pronation or excess pronation, which is one of the key causes of a lot of those really common aches and pains in the foot and the lower leg, even pain in the knee and the lower back. Now, while we're talking about the knee, you notice we've got a dot here in Stacey Ann's knee, and you see it's going off in one direction, and the line's going off in another direction. Now, watch what happens to both the lines and that dot on the knee when I realign Stacey Ann, when I put it back into that natural alignment. That's where her foot should be.
Wow.
And you can see now how everything is in that perfect alignment. But if I let it go, and you can see there that arch is collapsing, that lower leg's internally rotating, and now the knee's out of its natural alignment. But let's watch what happens when we slip Stacey Ann into the Kona, and as soon as her foot is over that podiatrist design technology, it's such a dramatic difference, and it happens straight away as soon as her foot is on that orthotic technology. So, and you think about it, we're taking 5, 8, 10,000 steps a day. You want to take every one of those steps in perfect alignment.
Dr. Weil is also someone that we associate with Vionic, with Orthaheel. You also have received the APMA seal. This is a big deal.
Absolutely right, yeah. So Dr. Andrew Weil, he's a massive proponent of walking as a form of exercise and a way to keep active, because he says you need two things: a front door to walk out of and a good supportive pair of walking shoes. And that's what you've got here with the Kona. And of course, the APMA, the American Podiatric Medical Association, very, very proud to have their seal on most of the styles Vionic styles we have here at QVC. So they'll only put their seal on products that promote good foot health. So very, very proud.
You brought us a surprise, a brand new Vionic with Orthaheel